have something for you. You ready for a surprise?
Sure.
Can you guess what it is?
It's a paperweight. Shall I open it?
Uh-huh. What's it?
Okay. Oh. It's your book.
It's upside down.
Oh, isn't that nice?
It's our book.
Yeah. Did you get the first one?
This is the very first one off the press.
One more for the road. That's me.
That's a you. Looks a little
beautiful.
different from when you
Thank
saw
you.
it last. I love it.
Oh, so I definitely saw it. That's nice.
I'd like to go back to the Paramount Theater and get your recollections, your memories of what it was like in those days.
Well, there's so many things to remember, you know, right from the beginning. For instance, when I was offered the job when I was told that by Bob Whiteman, who was the manager at the theater, said, would you like to open on New Year's Eve morning with a Crosby movie and Benny Goodman's orchestra? And I nearly fainted to begin with. And then we used to have a rehearsal there at the Paramount opening day at 7 o'clock in the morning. And when I came around the corner in the taxi cab and I saw the marquee and it said the Crosby picture and Benny Goodman's orchestra, extra added attraction with my name on it, I was knocked out. When we opened that morning, nobody knew what to expect, and they let out a yell, and I tell you, I thought the top of the roof would come off of the building. So there are many things to think about. And when you were a little girl then, and the one thing that really impressed me the most, I think, was that every performance, we did 6 or 7 a day at the Paramount, 11 performances on Saturday. But the kids would come down to the stage and put little gifts for you and your brother. And the stage was just full of presents, every show. And we took them all home, naturally, in big boxes, so that you were part of the act, and you didn't even know that at the time.
In those days, I know you were very close to and influenced by Harry James.
As far as music is concerned, he was a great teacher. The same with Tommy. I mean, they both were teaching and didn't realize it at the same time. But Tommy, it was a matter of breathing. You remember, I've told you many times about how I used to watch him. He could play 16 bars without anything being perceptible that he took a breath anywhere. And then I began to use that system, and I used it for years and years, and I developed my own way, too. And you know, a lot of our friends would say to me, when do you breathe? Mm-hmm. And I would never tell anybody. It was a secret. I mean, I kidded them. I said, none of you are singers, so why should I tell you how I breathe? I just breathe like that.
But I remember that you worked hard at that, because you used to swim underwater.
Yeah, swim underwater.
To try to gain
the guys wondered why I never swam on top of the water. They said, what are you doing down underneath all the time? But it was a big improvement for breathing, because of my lung power became much stronger. And also running the track. Every time I had a chance, I'd go up, find a track somewhere and run. It was before it was fashionable.
Do you work out now?
Sure.
Isn't it funny? I never asked you that.
Mostly calisthenics. I don't run anymore. I'm a little bit beyond that kind of age of running.
No, you're not, Pop.
Well, you know, it's a little bit harder now to start running anywhere. But I do. I skip rope, which is very tough to do. To do it for like 2 minutes is murder to do. But I keep trying to do it.
It's good for your heart.
Yeah, and also for breathing, and also swim a lot. Mm-hmm. Both underwater and top of the water.
I'd like to talk about some people that have been close friends, like Uncle Gene Kelly.
I just adore him. He's one of my great friends and a wonderful man. And as far as the dancing is concerned, and you know very well that I had never danced. I knew nothing about dancing.
But you look great.
I rarely even danced with your mother, because I didn't know how to dance, that kind of thing. But after weeks and weeks of rehearsing, I was finally beginning to understand my rhythmic knowledge from singing, and I began to put it to his dancing, so that it came together for me. But we worked hard. I mean, you know, he was, at that time, he was a taskmaster.